Hello everyone, this is Ruby Yadav and I am a legal intern at Lexis and Company. I am pursuing my LLB from Miri Professional and Law Institute, MDU Rohtak. I am glad to get this opportunity to introduce myself and discuss my topic with all of you. Today, my topic name is Domestic Violence in India. As we have seen that this offense of domestic violence is increasing day by day. So today, the sole purpose of my topic is to give you a brief introduction about what is domestic violence and what are the judgments have been delivered by the judiciary. Now, what is domestic violence? Domestic violence in India typically means violence suffered by an individual at the hands of their biological relatives, but it specifically covers the violence suffered by the woman from the male member or the relatives of the family. There is no uniform and a single reason leads behind the domestic violence. Domestic violence is a combination of various sociological, behavioral, historical, cultural, and the religious factor that leads to perpetration of domestic violence against a woman. Now, the domestic violence has been defined under the Protection of Women from Domestic Violence 2005. Now, prior to enactment of this act, the law governing the cases of domestic violence were governed by the section 498A of the Indian Penal Code 1860. Now, according to Domestic Violence Act, domestic violence means harming or injuring a woman in a domestic relationship. It includes sexual, verbal, emotional, and economical abuse within its ambit. The abuse under the domestic violence does not include only the actual abuse, but it is also the threat of the abuse. Now, there is a question arises in our minds that what are the causes of the domestic violence? So, there is no uniform or any single reason that leads to the domestic violence. It is a combination of, as I said, various sociological, behavioral, cultural, religious, and historical factors that leads to perpetration of domestic violence against a woman. Now, the sociological and behavioral factors include that it includes factors like anger issues, aggressive attitude, poverty or difference in status, dominating nature of a person, drug addiction, depression, or the stress as well. There must be a reason behind the domestic violence under the sociological and behavioral factor, that is neglecting the conjugal responsibility because of extramarital affair or lack of trust. Now, the historical factor. The historical factor can be traced back to the inherent evil of patriarchy and superiority complex that has been prevailed for centuries among men. Now, the religious factors are also the causes of the domestic violence. A subtle form of dominance on women, if not direct and glaring, reflects in the religious sanctifications. Now, cultural factors also leads to domestic violence. It includes the desire for a male child. This obsession of desire of a male child resulting from the lack of awareness and inherent male superiority complex to perpetration of domestic violence against a woman. This is not an exhaustive list of factors, but this could be a reason behind the domestic violence. Now, the most important factor, and which has been seen in most of the cases behind as a reason behind the domestic violence, that is the dowry. Dowry is one of a form of socio-cultural, but it becomes important to separately mention it because most of the domestic violence causes from illegal demand of dowry. This was also realized by the parliament that because dowry related domestic violence has been made a separate head in the abuse of resulting in domestic violence under the Domestic Violence Act. Now, the Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act 2005, drafted for women empowerment and for protection of women against acts of violence in India, came into force in the year 2005. Now, there is a lot of leading cases which gives a clear figure or clear image picture about the women empowerment and about the women rights in the domestic violence. So we will discuss one by one the leading cases. So in leading cases, there was a question arises that what is a shared house? So there is a famous case, that is the S.R. Batra versus Srimati Taruna Batra. In this case, the Supreme Court, with reference to definition of shared household under Section 2S of the Domestic Violence Act, stated that the shared household in Section 2S of the Act is not very happily worded and appears to be the result or of clumsy drafting, requires to be interpreted in a sensible manner. The court held that Section 17 Clause 1 of the Act says wife is only entitled to claim a right to residence in a shared household, and a shared household would only mean the house belonging to or taken on rent by the husband, or the house which belongs to the joint family of which the husband is a member. In the case of property in question, neither belonged to the husband nor was it taken on rent by him, nor was it a joint family property of which the husband was a member. So it was the exclusive property of mother of the husband and not a shared house. Now in this context, there are some of the most important leading cases also which we need to discuss to understand the concept of the Domestic Violence Act. Rest of the parts of the leading cases I'll discuss in my second video. That's it for this video, in which we have discussed what are the causes of the domestic violence and what is the domestic violence. So that's it for the day. Thank you so much.